What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So we have an oldie but a goodie, I think. It's one of these formations that hasn't really left my slots. Well, not in a long time anyway. We've got a few additions to the squad as well. We're currently doing the Tevez Hero evolution, and you can see we've got a few additions to the squad, which will come to the gameplay at some point anyway, and you can see how they play. So yeah, jumping straight into it, guys, we're going to do a 4-2-3-1. It's been a while since I've done a 4-2-3-1, and this is set up for counter-attacking. So if you've got the lead and you're getting into the latter stages, you find your opponent pressuring you, trying to get the equaliser, and you just want to hold that lead as best you possibly can, but still have that counter-attacking advantage. This is the formation and this is the setup. So we're going to go with 55 width, we're going to go with 60 depth. Build-up plays, fast build-up. We've got direct passing, 45 on the width. We've got 7 in the box, 3 at corners, 1 at free kicks. Now, if you guys watch the gameplay and don't skip to the end to see the instructions, you're going to basically see nearly 95% of my goals are on the counter-attack, which is exactly what I'm trying to explain. It is a counter-attacking formation. It's very solid in defence. It's very solid going forward. You can get some nice tiki-taka. You can get some nice 1-2s going on as well. But ultimately, this is, like I say, this is for holding that lead, but also not in the respect of being too defensive, because obviously you can be too defensive and just encourage your opponent, and we don't want to do that. We still want to have that little bit of an edge. So yeah, we'll jump into the gameplay. You'll see how my counter-attacking kind of works for this and how the fast build-up play works. This is on old gen as well, so if you use an old gen, definitely go for this one, and then we'll jump into the instructions at the end. So this is a perfect example. This clip here, you can see we've got the 4 defenders and then the 2 DMs quite close together. We're very high up the pitch with the way this is set up as well. So you do get that. Like I say, you're not stuck in your own box, which is what I love about the way this is set up. And you can see here, you know, that was crazy how that we got advantage there. But yeah, you are going to be relying on your wide players a lot. You're going to get a lot of these goals, these cutbacks and things like that. But you know, it is what it is. So it's going to happen. You're going to get a lot of those. But you can see here we're nice and compact. We've got 1 player forward. The cam isn't far away from the striker, and the striker isn't far away from the cam, which is great. And then we just close them down. Like I say, when they look at your setup, they automatically assume that you're going to be defensive, because they can see how you set up. But that's the beauty of this formation is it looks defensive, but it doesn't play overly defensive, if that makes sense. You can see here we've got you know, with quite a few players forward. We're just having a bit of fun. This is our warm-up game. This is my warm-up game before we jump into qualification. So we do qualification with this formation. We stick to this formation. Like I say, the 4-2-3-1 is amazing, and we run with it. We actually go, I think we go 5 and 2 in qualification, but the 5 and 2 was the sheer speed that we managed to qualify. I think we had, I think we did it in about 22 minutes, something like that, 22, 23 minutes, something like that. We had quitters, we had people just not playing the game, which was really weird. I think this particular opponent was relying heavily on his AI defending, and it didn't kind of work out for him because we're doing all the tricks and the skills, and we're doing that agile dribbling as well. As I've said before, the bull roll is an absolute must. I'm going to keep repeating that, guys. The bull roll is an absolute must. You can see, especially when you're in the box, it's got to be done. You've got to use it. And also you can see that we're not really pressured, but as soon as we get that ball, as soon as we win that ball back, or your opponent plays a bad pass, because of the fast build-up, your players are on it, and they're on it so quickly. You know, I kind of thought when I set this up and I was using it for the first 10 to 15 games, I thought, how have we not overcommitted by using fast build-up? How have we not allowing our defence to basically be isolated? And it didn't work that way. So, you know, I can only be happy about that, because I do like the 4-2-3-1. I've run it. If you go back to my previous, like to FIFA 23, 22, 20, 21, etc., etc., you'll see that the 4-2-3-1 is probably my overall favourite formation. I always go back to it. As I said, it's always in one of my slots. And now with this counter-attacking version, I can imagine this weekend league, it's going to be frustrating for my opponents, and it's going to probably annoy them, especially with a lot of these cutback goals. But again, like I've said before, we're not in control of that. That's the way kind of EA have set this whole gameplay up, and this is how it plays. So we take advantage of that, and you can see the sheer amount of counter-attacking goals. Also, I'm going to leave the controller input on for the duration of FC24. I'm hoping that you guys can see that. You can always rewind it if you need to, and just see what the inputs are. For the agile dribbling, we're using the R1 and the left stick. You can use the L2 and R2 and the left stick. That's more for slowing it down, more for like slow dribbling, if you like. I prefer the fast agile dribbling, which is done with the R1 and the left stick. You'll see we use that a lot. The ball roll a lot as well, and we get a lot of these goals. And you can see we're using Provery as well. He's only an 82 rated, but he seems to be doing quite well for us at the minute, so I can't complain. But yeah, I mean, definitely give this one a go, especially if you're the type of person that likes to hold a lead. Again, I'm not going to sit there and BS anybody. It's not a foolproof. It's not going to get you 100 wins. It's not going to instantly make you a 20-0 player. However, when you do come across those high pressure, want to hold a lead, don't know how to, this is definitely the formation for you. So give it a try. Yeah, so I'm going to stop rabbiting on and commentating over this. I think you get the gist of this now. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to jump straight into the instructions, and we'll go from there. So as I was saying, the instructions for this are, like I say, for counter attacking. So that's why we've gone this way. So we've gone stay back while attacking and overlap on the left back and the right back. The more offensive player we're going to have on balance, cut pass and ace, cover centre. The more defensive player, if you like, we're going to have on cut pass and ace, stay back while attacking and cover centre. We're not using free roam on this one. However, you can if you want to. It's not a problem. You can definitely use that. However, I just prefer to use it this way. The LM and RM, or the cams, the wide cams, are on come back on defence, get in the box for crosses. You have to have them on getting the cross for bosses. You have to have them on get into the box for crosses. Otherwise, they don't run forward unless you manually trigger it. So that's why we have that set to that. We also have the cam on come back on defence, getting the box for crosses, and then we have the striker, balance with getting behind and stay forward. He is your out ball. Normally I would use Ronaldo because he's faster than Tevez. But you need somebody with a bit of speed. So Werner is perfect in that situation, especially you can hit the ball over the top. So yeah, hope you've watched the gameplay and you can kind of see that this isn't just a defensive formation. This is a counter-attacking formation. And yeah, let me know what you think. Hit that like button if you like what you see. Subscribe if you haven't already. Can we make 700 subscribers? Can I get 700 subscribers in the next week? That would be amazing if I could do that. So please share this video with your friends, everybody that plays the game. And don't forget to check out my other videos, which are, as you guys know, this is like a me and my kids kind of YouTube channel. So they've been posting videos on here as well. They've got some Dying Light stuff on here. I think they're going to do some Fortnite stuff as well. They're going to do some Overwatch too. So there's lots and lots to come. So those of you that want a bigger range of gaming, that is coming. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Take care.